SaniPath tool was built in such a way as to allow users to customize the data collection forms to meet their specific needs and interests within certain parameters, so as to still align with the SaniPath analysis and the SaniPath deployment methods. However, for more complex customization, this video will walk advanced users through the process of further customizing survey and sample collection forms, while still adhering to the technical requirements of the tool and the analysis parameters. Any questions automatically generated by the tool cannot be changed beyond simple wording changes. Variable names, constraints, and choice lists that are used by the tool during the automated analysis cannot have edits made to them, as any edits would prevent analysis from taking place. The first thing you'll want to do to make advanced edits to KoBo survey forms is to download the generated Excel ODK forms from the SaniPath tool. You'll want to navigate to the training phase or click on the KoBo form status to download the XLS forms. On the training phase, you'll click Advanced Forms on the left side menu, and you will select the form that you would like to edit. For this example, we will use the sample form. The download should automatically begin, or a pop-up window will show asking you where you'd like to save the file. Once saved, you can open up the XLS document that contains the survey form used for the SaniPath tool. If you are familiar with KoBo Collect, ODK, or other mobile data collection tools, you will recognize the format of the Excel form used for the survey. Along the top are the headers for the type of response, the variable name, label, and required Boolean such as true or false, constraints and relevancy checks, and messages for constraints and relevancy. There are two main sheets on this survey form, one labeled survey and another labeled choices. The survey form contains the previously mentioned headers. The choices sheet contains the response choices for each select one or select multiple questions types. For example, the list name type contains all of the environmental pathway types selected during the configuration phase of your SaniPath deployment. If you return to the survey form, you will see under the question that asks the user to select sample type, the type of question is a select one using the choice list type. Select one indicates that only one option can be selected, and the type refers to the choice list on the Choices tab with the list name of type. If you would like to make a change to existing questions, it is important to only edit the label, as changing the variable name, requirement Boolean, constraint, or relevancy criteria will impact the analysis and make the tool unusable. Changes can be made to the choice sheet as long as the name column of the pre-existing choices are not altered. If you'd like to add a question, you can insert a row at the desired location and fill in the type of question, choice list, name, label, requirement Boolean, and any constraints or relevancy formulas. Changes to the quantitative intervals choices for behavioral surveys will result in the analysis not running properly, so do so at your own risk. These quantitative intervals refer to the choices list on the household survey forms. For example, one question might ask for behaviors that occurred during the previous week, which would be under the week choice of the choices list. Another question might ask for behavioral responses in the past month. You may want to change the choice list depending on the local context of your SaniPath deployment, although we recommend that you do not make these changes as the interpretation and the results analysis will not align with your customization. No automated analyses will be provided for additional questions or changes in the behavioral frequency intervals, but the raw data will be available to download for analysis outside of the tool. Once you are finished editing the Excel form, you'll want to save the file with the same name as what is shown on the KoBo Toolbox webpage at tool-collect.sanypath.org. You will navigate back to KoBo Collect by selecting Go to KoBo at the top of the SanyPath tool webpage. Once logged in, you will see all of your data collection forms. In this example, the file name of the form that we were editing was sample_survey-xls form_training test. Once you reference the survey file name on the KoBo Toolbox webpage, you will save the edited Excel file name to match this exact one. Once changed, you will once again navigate to KoBo Toolbox and select the form that you have edited, in this example, the sample survey form. On the form dashboard, you will now select the two red arrows under the form heading. If any data has been collected, these arrows will not be visible. If this is the case, navigate back to the SanyPath tool website, select KoBo Form Status at the top of the web page, and select Post Forms. When you return to KoBo Toolbox and select the desired form, you will now see the red arrows. Once you click on the two red arrows, a pop-up box will ask you to choose a file or to browse to select the edited Excel document. Once you select the file that you have edited, you will then hit Update, and the form will update on the KoBo Toolbox. If there are no errors, you will see a confirmation message that your new form was successfully uploaded. You can now download the updated forms to your Android devices to begin collecting data. This step will need to be completed in both the training phase and again after moving to the deployment, as the forms on KoBo Toolbox are updated at each of these steps. You will want to re-upload your edited forms so that they are reflected when you download them to your Android device. Once in the deployment phase, no changes can be made to the KoBo forms once data has been collected, as all previous data would be erased. For more information on KoBo Collect forms and editing Excel survey forms, please visit the links in the description.